I was just feeling so impressed about the whole program. And I have a small question. It's my curiosity. How did you first get involved in this in your current program?
I was complaining to Paula. Basically, I was just like, Paula, what do we do? They come here, they're fabulous violinists, but and of course I it was a conversation and Paula said, huh, let me see. And then we know there are 3 people in the program. We kept going with it. And then I went out and recruited. I think that was one of the deciding factors. Peng, I went to China with you. I got to understand how that works. And from then on, it was recruit, recruit, recruit. And in the fall of 19, we had 13 students in one class. That was a lot. So again, it's recruiting. It was a conversation. It's creativity. And Paula, again, she said it. She's really good at thinking outside the box.
Yeah, and when Amy came and said we have this problem that students come here and then they can't complete their degree because they don't have the proficiency and they don't have the depth of knowledge of English for musicians, and she's sad about it because to go home without a diploma, it just seems like it's not there. Of course they're learning and they're taking home the lessons they learned, but they don't have the diploma to help them further their career. Mm-hmm. So I said, wow, I was a music minor back in the day when I was studying at Missouri State, and now I get to be involved with music again. Cool. So how can we create a program that mixes the best of the English for Academic Purposes program with the specific knowledge that musicians need when they enter the master's degree or the undergraduate degree in music. Mm-hmm. It was a lot of fun to create it. We pulled, like I said, we pulled the same learning objectives and outcomes that we have for the exit level of the English for Academic Purposes program. Those are in our program as well. And the students also have to do a presentation based on their research, which is written up in their research paper. And this program actually goes a step further in assessing their work, because whereas the English for Academic Purposes program, all of the students are assessed by the staff in our program. The students in English for musicians, their work is assessed by faculty members in the music department. Mm-hmm. So the music department gets to say, yeah, this work is acceptable at the master's level, or no, the student needs more development in X area, whether that's speaking or pronunciation or grammar or whatever it is. And then if the student hasn't risen to the level that we're talking about, the standard, then we can provide additional support for them in the following semester while they're continuing to start their degree. We provide some one-on-one or small group tutoring to make sure they get those skills, but they don't stop their degree program. They're continuing on because we know they already have a foundation. They can do okay. As long as we're there to support them, they'll be great, and they are.
One more thing to add is that the administration, President Smart was going over to a very big alumni event in China, and he called me and the department head and said, I'd love to take the white string quartet because that is an endowed string quartet we have. And at the time we had 2 Chinese students, both from Qingdao, as a matter of fact. And so the string quartet got to go to China. And then I got to go to China, and I was in the back of a van with Jim Baker, Dr. Baker, going to the Great Wall for the first time. And I looked at him and I said, it would be great if I could bring like my chamber orchestra here, to play with the Qingdao Orchestra and, to do all that. And he goes, okay. The following year, we got to go. And my students got to play in the orchestra, and I sat them with, Qingdao kids, American kids, and they were like, how are we going to communicate? How are we going to do this? They don't speak any English. And I said, you will, just do it. And they did. It changed their life, so the administration as well is so supportive of going and doing and figuring it out and then being creative. And then you have somebody like Paula who's going to listen to me rant about creative stuff, and then we actually make it a reality. So it's really from the top all the way down that we have challenges, but when you have that support from administration and your supervisor and your team, it's really not very difficult.
Well, thank you both so much for doing all these work and providing support to our international students, because that's a lot. Usually, when people start to think about the problems, maybe we don't really do things, it's just a complaint, but you actually put your thoughts into action. So thank you so much.